Vanakkam, Namaste, Sitaram, and welcome to another installation of worship of Saraswati Maata for that aspect of Saraswati Jayanti. And in this video, we would look at her kavat. Yes, I did say kavat. Saraswati Maata does has a kavat, which is translated into armor or protector mantra. Just like how we have the Hanuman kavat, the Simba kavat, and so forth. That, as in most deities, does have a kavat. Saraswati Maata does have a kavat, unknown to a lot of people. A lot of people did not understand it, and it is very potent, very, 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 very strong, and so forth. And this covet, and it is taken. This description of the covet is taken from chapter 4 of book 9, volume 2 in the Srimad Devi Bhagwatum, and the Prita Kandam of the Brahma Vaivrata, still chapter 4 again. This is taken from that, and it gives description of when you recite the different mantras with the different lines within the covet. That is, you're asking Ma to protect your head, to protect your shoulders, to protect your chest, to protect your torso, your lower extra, your lower body, down to the sole of your feet. You're asking her to protect your eyes, your lips, your tongue. Right? You're asking her also to protect the dikpalas. You're asking to not the dikpalas, but the different palas, or the different directions, from east, west, north, south, southeast, southwest, northeast, northwest. All these the eight cardinal points. Right, the four cardinal points, and the four sub cardinal points. You're asking her to protect even the neither, which is more or less up or down, the neither regions, which is up or down. You're asking her to connect also those aspects, and her coverage is very, very, very much in the Srimad Devi Bhagwatum. It does give details of her mantras, all her mantras, and they are filled with her bejas also, all her bij mantras, unlike the Brahma Vaivrata that does not, given in that aspect. It is written in Sanskrit for those who can translate Sanskrit, and it is not translated into English. In the Srimad Devi Bhagwatam, it is written in Sanskrit, and it is translated into English for the reader to recite. I choose not to give I choose not to give them up to that point. I would like, and I more or less give that aspect and respect to your guru, whoever is your guru, your head pujari, pusari, pandit or pandita, whoever you're under, because this is not about Shakti worship alone. This goes from Shiva to, Vaishnava, whatever aspect of Hinduism you're under, Hare Krishna, whatever. I would leave it up to your guru, right, your teacher, whoever he or she is, that they will give you the appropriate mantra that you are to use, because mantras cannot be just given out just so by each and any person to use in this aspect, even though it was recorded here in this aspect. I will not be giving out these particular type of mantras. I will mention about them and give some sort of details about it, but I will not give the recitation of them also. Because one, I am still in that learning state of learning to pronounce them properly, and I do not want to mispronounce these particular ways, especially where beach mantras are concerned. So I would lead it up to somebody who is far more learned than me, like your guru, your pasari, your pujari, pujarin, pandit, whoever your spiritual guide is, that will give you the appropriate mantra for Ma to use, be it if it's the basic or more intricate with the different bejas going down to her Gayatri and the covet and that aspect. I will give that aspect to them to do. So please do forgive me for not reciting them then. But I will give you aspects of how powerful and how potent they are. The covet is very potent. All the different mantras that is given for Saraswati Maata that you may find, that I did find some on the internet, are very potent when they are used for reciting to learn. When you're going into a speech, you are learning for playing instruments, for retaining of knowledge. They are very potent, but they must be done conducive in different sadhanas that must be prescribed by your guru or your spiritual teacher, whoever is guiding you. These particular mantras must be placed in a conducive atmosphere that deals with japam, humam, meditation, and all these different things, so that they can be beneficial. So I would leave it to your gurus and so forth, your gurus, your pujaris, whoever you're being led under, to give you the mantras that you are supposed to be used. I do not want to give you something that might not be appropriate in that aspect, because we are all at different levels of spirituality, and what I might be able to use, you may not be able to use. So that is another aspect. So in this video, we learned about Hakavach, which is very important. Her, I believe it's actually her, the Strutra, right? That also is very potent, very powerful once it is used perfectly or appropriately in the correct sadhana, to gain the different siddhi that is for it, to gain the particular siddhi that you look for. Once it is done appropriately and it is more or less guided by your guru or your spiritual leader or spiritual teacher, whoever, your pandit, whatever, once he guides you on how to use it and how to introduce it into a sadhana, that it can be beneficial to you, it is very potent as well. So I hope this has been educational to you, to learn that even Ma Saraswati has a cover, and it is very powerful. All the beach mantras attached to this, to her coverage, is very potent and is very, very powerful, like any other coverage you have come across. So I hope this has been educational. Jai Sitaram. Good night, Vanakam.